Hello, hello, hello. Oh my gosh. No, no. Turn down. No, I want to go off. Oh, no. I'm listening to a little Kenny Chesney and it won't stop because I was trying to charge my phone. Don't do that. No. God, I hope I don't have to edit that out. Anyway, how are you guys doing? I'm going a really weird way because I was driving around. So a little unknown fact, which is not such an unknown fact because I've talked a lot about it. Oh no, don't do this to me. Oh, come on. A little unknown fact is that I love country music. And so I have so much country music downloaded on my phone. And I just hit shuffle. So it came up on El Cerrito Place by Kenny Chesney, which is one of my favorite Kenny Chesney songs. It's such a beautiful song. But anyway, I was going the way that I usually go and to vlog, and there was like a huge accident. So I had to cut through the mall, and I need to turn around now. Excuse me, to go back the other way. They had the road just completely shut down. You couldn't go at all. I don't really know how to get out of this, I guess, right here. This is office buildings and things. I don't know if I've ever been back this far. But anyway, I am vlogging early. It is 10:04 p.m. because I'm going to finish the vlog and then I'm going to go home and change. And I'm going to meet Valerini. That's my nickname for Valerie. Valerini! We're going to do a little Easter slot play tonight. I have some free slot play, so I'm gonna go play it, and we're gonna meet up at the casino. Alex is over at his girlfriend's house with his other friend Sarah and their other friend. There's like 4 of them, and they're sitting around just talking. They had dinner. She made tacos, and they had like a little Easter egg cake. And I texted him, I said, that reminds me so much of the cake that my aunt used to get every year for Easter from Taylor's Bakery. And he texted me back and goes, it's from Taylor. He goes, oh, it's from Taylor's Bakery. And I was like, oh, that makes me so happy. But anyway, so he'll probably be over there for a couple more hours. And we had such a great day today. He didn't end up going into work, so his allergies were really driving him crazy this morning, and so we stayed in bed, honestly, till like 1 o'clock and just kind of hung out and talked and, you know, all that. And then I was really wanting brunch. I was really wanting to go to, oh, you know what? I was going to cut through and go around that way. Well, it doesn't really matter. I'll just take a different way tonight. I'll just go a different way. I'll get lost. I'll just go get lost. Because I can't turn left here because of the accident. So, but I wanted to go to Ruth's Cafe and get a grilled cheese and soup because I'm sure my Octavia stuff is going to come on Monday or Tuesday. I'm thinking it'll probably come on Monday or Tuesday. And so my days of going into Ruth's for lunch 3 times a week are about over. And we're not going to Patachou tomorrow because we're going to my cousin Caroline's for brunch. And, which I guess she's having a barbecue. So, which I don't know what I'll eat, like potato salad. I'm sure she'll have sides. She's like big on the salads and the sides and stuff like that. So, so I was like, do you want to go to Ruth's Cafe? And now Alex, he was like, when we were there, he was like, I don't remember the last time I was here or if I've ever even been here. I go, you've never been to Ruth's Cafe? I think he went with me one other time, like a long time ago. So they have like really great salads there. And it was funny because when we walked in, the waitress who knows me, she's so sweet, and she was like, now I know what you want. You want a grandma, it's called Grandma's Grilled Cheese. It's basically just Velveeta on challah bread and a bowl of tomato soup and a coffee. She looked at Alex and she goes, do you want coffee too? And I go, this is my husband. I brought my husband in here today. She's like, well, hi husband, how are you? She was real nice. So anyway, he got the same thing as me, but he didn't get soup. And I said, do you think it's good? And he goes, yeah, I mean, I could make it at home. I go, Alex, it's like you're supposed to say it's the best grilled cheese in the entire world. He goes, it's a good grilled cheese, but I could make it at home. It's literally Velveeta and bread. I go, I know, but I like it when I come to here and I eat it. It just makes, this place is happy. It makes me happy. We were reading these signs on the wall. So, like, different parts of the restaurant have, like, these signs. Do you guys know the signs you can get, like, the motivational signs? Some of them are funny, from, like, Target or Walmart and Meijer and those places. You know, like the wood placards. And we were reading all the ones by us because they had to do with like bacon and stuff like that. Anyway, Bacon, a food group that I miss greatly. You know, they make great meat replacement sausage, but the meat replacement bacon is not very good. It's like, it doesn't taste good at all. And you have to make it on the stove instead of microwaving it. And you guys know I don't like to cook, so. Oh, I don't have the light on. I was wondering why it was so dark. Anyway, and then we went to Ruth's Cafe. So we went to Ruth's Cafe and we sat there and we had brunch, and that was nice to have a brunch on a Saturday with my husband because he wasn't working. And then we went to, or then he went home because he wanted to rest a little bit because he still wasn't feeling great. And I'm like really congested from, I think it's got to be from the allergies. So he wanted to go pick up his allergy medicine. He does take prescription allergy medicine. I think I talked about that the other night. So he wanted to go pick his prescription allergy medicine up and rest a little bit more. So he went and did that and came back, and I went and listened to my audiobook. So today is the 20th anniversary of Columbine. If you guys watch the channel Ask a Mortician, I want to give a little shout out. Let me pull in the CVS right here and give a little shout out to somebody. Because it was so nice that he sent me this message. I watch Ask a Mortician, but like I love her channel. I think her channel is fantastic. And I actually found her because she did a video. I used to be kind of obsessed with the Titanic. I go through phases of being obsessed about certain different things. And she did a video on what really happened to the bodies in the Titanic when it went down. So she's like a mortician, and she does a lot of things about death. And her videos are really, really interesting. And not like morbid and gross. Like they're from a scientific point of view. And she's just really super well spoken. She did a video today on Columbine. And, hold on a second. I want to give a shout out here to Andrew. So thank you, Andrew, for sending it to me. That was really, really cool. I wouldn't have seen it otherwise. And it was called, Why Do We Get Columbine So Wrong? And she actually posted it, I think, today. And, I was just blown away by this video. And she talked about, like, the misconceptions. Why is it, is that better? She talked about, like, the misconceptions of the whole idea of the trenchcoat mafia, and that they were, like, goth, and they didn't match the stereotype whatsoever, but because that was what was fed out by the media at the beginning, that's what people still think of today, which is true, and it's really interesting, you know? And, they were, in fact, friends with some of the people that were in the trenchcoat mafia, but they weren't in it. And the trenchcoats actually just served a purpose. Like, they got the trenchcoats, it says in the book, they got them to, like, go to events and things like that, and to, like, to carry the stuff into they wore them that day, really, to carry them into the school, to carry the stuff in the school so that they could hide, like, the guns and the bombs and stuff like that. That's why they wore the trench coats. As soon as they got in the school, they took the trench coats off. And in fact, the principal at one point, they're like, said something about the guy in the trench coat. And he's like, no, he doesn't have a trench. The guy still didn't have a trench coat on. He had a baseball hat backwards and like a sweatshirt or something, or a t-shirt, he says. And, which Eric Harris actually had a t-shirt on that day that said Natural Selection. They go into a long detail about that, but her video was so well done. And she said in there that when she was in high school, she was a goth kid, and so she really related a lot to the Columbine thing. And she was actually, I think she said she was like 13 or 14 when it happened. It's really, really an interesting video. It's very, very well done. She's so well spoken. I love her. So thank you, Andrew, for sending that video to me. I really, really appreciate it. And he sent me a little DM on Twitter, and I saw that. So I watched that today. And what else did I do? Listen to my audiobook for a while. And then I came home. I got so tired, and it was like 5 o'clock, and I was like, Alex was kind of resting, and he had to get ready at like 6:30, 6 o'clock, 6:30 to go to dinner. And he wanted to take a shower and stuff. So I said, I think I'm gonna lay down a little bit with you. So I slept till like 6:30, and I got up, and the dogs were like, Boo Radley was literally behind my head, just like laying there, and his head was like curled around like right here. That's how I woke up, and I was like, Boo Radley, oh my God, this is so funny. Mel is calling me right now. Mel, I'm vlogging. Can you hear that? She watches all of my vlogs, so she'll get a little shout out for that. But anyway, Mel, I'll call you back when I get done vlogging. which will be, you'll see this tomorrow. But anyway, so I laid down. Oh my God, I had such a great nap. Do you ever just have those naps that are just fantastic? It was just like the most fantastic nap. And so I got up at 6:30, and then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make a couple videos. Like, I didn't make videos today. I was gonna maybe not make videos today, but being that tomorrow's Easter, and I don't know if I'm gonna make a video, but I think I already know what my video is gonna be tomorrow on my Peter Monn channel. I'll probably make a video over there tomorrow and just takes me, not too long to do that. And I filmed tonight, I filmed 2 review videos. I filmed the Reese's Puffs Peanut Butter Easter Bunnies cereal, and I reviewed that on my review channel. I had a lot of fun making that. And then I love making videos on the review channel. It's so much fun. I mean, I love making videos on all my channels, but sometimes the Peterisms video gets me crying. You know how it is. And on BookTube, it's hard, like right now, because I'm not finishing a lot of books, like back to back. So it's hard to do like reviews or whatever. So I need to do a haul. I need to do a tag on there. I'm planning on doing that this week. I'd like to just do a discussion, thing. I was watching this video that Spencer at Common Spence did about just like BookTube in general. And I thought it was a really interesting video. I thought he had a lot of great points, and a few I agreed, most I agreed with, and a couple of them I thought were I didn't necessarily disagree, but I thought it would be a good topic of conversation. So I think that I'm going to do like a reaction video to that maybe, and talking about the points that he brought up. We'll see. There's been a couple different booktubers that have kind of just talked about BookTube in general, and I thought I would just kind of maybe do an overall video about that. I love watching book discussion videos, so I'll do those this week. But the other video that I did, which will be up on Easter Sunday, probably before this vlog is up, is trying all flaming hot snacks. So I bought all these flaming hot snacks last night when I was at the grocery store with Tanya, and I did a video of that today, so you guys can see which ones I liked and which I don't like super hot food, so it was kind of funny to do that video. So you guys can go over there and see that tomorrow. It was fun. But anyway, and then Valerie had texted me when I got done filming all those videos. I made a video for my Peter Monn channel about Shane Dawson and the makeup world, and then the review video of the cereal, and then the spicy. And when I got done with all that, the spicy flaming hot snacks, when I got done with all that, Valerie had texted me, so I called her and we were talking, and so we decided that we were going to go to the casino, and I was going to do a live stream tonight because I haven't even done one this month. But I think I'll start doing either tomorrow or Monday. But, so, yeah. And then I was like, well, I'm going to go vlog now. And then I can come home and I can start rendering it so that I can go to the casino. Because I want to listen to my audiobook there and back. So it was a great day. Tanya and I were going to go out to dinner tonight. But she called me while I was napping, and then when I got up, I called her and I said, do you want to go to dinner or anything? And she's like, I've been working all day, I'm really tired. And I was like, that's cool, it's no big deal. So she is doing Easter with her family tomorrow. She has to make a relish tray, and yeah, it's just been one of those really nice, calm Saturdays. It's funny, last night, I was asking Alex, he was just kind of hanging out and watching TV and stuff like that. And I was like, do you care that we're just hanging out around the house and stuff? Because Alex likes to go and do stuff, And he was like, no. He was like, I need some nights like this of just hanging in and, and relaxing and whatever. And I think when I look back on my childhood, those were some of my favorite days were that's why I love Sundays so much, because why Sundays are my favorite day, because it's just a day to relax and you don't feel like you have to do a whole lot, and you know what I mean? It's nice. It's just relaxing. It rained again all day today. It was nasty. It's third day raining. Right now it's not raining, thank God, but I'm ready for the nice weather to come so that we can start working on the patio, or I can start working on the patio. I've got a lot of ideas of what I want to do out there. I actually think I'm going to buy some big plants that then I can bring in when summer's over. We'll see. But I want to make it really nice out there. Our neighbors who are so nice, their dog is like just kind of wanders all around like our backyard now, and PB, Boo, and Tucker are just not used to it whatsoever. They're like, I mean, like as soon as they spot him, they're like, oh, they're like going crazy and stuff. And if it hadn't been like wet and muddy today, I would have just like let them out there to like get to know, I want them just to get to know him, you know? He's a really sweet dog. They'll be fine with him. But, they haven't really been out there at all together. I think maybe Alex took them out there one day when he was out there. But I think it'll be kind of nice for them to have some other dogs that they can run around with and stuff, you know? Pee-Pee was so sweet tonight. When I left, I carried him upstairs and put him in bed so that he could be in bed with all of his new little babies that he got for his birthday. I put the little cow next to him, and I was looking for the lady. I couldn't find Lady. He loves Lady so much. Doesn't really feel like a Saturday night. You know, it's interesting when you get older, like, maybe it doesn't have anything to do with getting older. I mean, I have a lot of friends that are still my age, and they go out. I mean, I have friends my age that still go out Fridays and Saturday nights every week. But, you know, it's interesting, like, for me, as I've gotten older, that since I don't really do anything big on a Friday or a Saturday night, and in fact, I'm more likely to go out to dinner on, like, a Wednesday or something, you know, and meeting nights for me are kind of special occasions, and then Alex and I'll have a date night throughout the week or whatever, you know, so it's weird, like, Saturdays don't seem like Saturday nights, you know what I mean? Like, they just don't seem like this big deal. Excuse me, like when I was growing up, or when I was, you know, 20 or 22 or 21 or whatever, or even when I was sober, you know, those first, you know, like, I didn't go out and do anything for like my first 2 years, but after that, like, I would go out and do stuff with friends, you know, hear bands, or, you know, go to like a gay bar and go dancing and stuff like that. It was fun. And I've had a lot of sober friends that we would go out together and stuff, you know, through, it kind of would like split. Like, I'd have like some friends at one point, and then another friend, you know, some other friends at the other point. And then there were long periods where I didn't have really anybody to do anything with socially until like really I met Tanya and everybody, which was nice. Hi. My battery died. I had to pull in here and change my battery. And I will tell you this, that the battery that I just put into my camera, I was charging it earlier, but it was still red when I took it out of the charger, because I had only been charging it for like a half an hour, 45 minutes, so I honestly don't know how long it'll last, but I don't plan on vlogging for a super long time tonight anyway, so my nose is itching me. But I was talking about, like, you know, then when I started hanging out with Tanya, it was like, and not just Tanya, like that group that we were friends with. What is down here? Oh my God, I feel like I've seen this before when I was vlogging, a Books A Million. I didn't know there was a Books A Million over here. But anyway, you know, and then we started all hanging out together, and it was, you know, we were going to a lot of meetings, and we would always do like dinner before. I don't think I've ever been here before. What is this little cute restaurant here? All the Christmas tree lights on it. So, like, we would go out to dinner, like, before, usually, and then go hang out at Tanya's afterwards. But a lot of times we would go to dinner afterwards. You know, we would go to places that were open late to, like, 1 or whatever. And we would, like, close the place down. And it was fun. I've never been to Books A Million. I heard it's great. It kind of just looks like a Barnes & Noble, though, honestly. Have you guys been to Books A Million? I don't know anything about it. What's down here in this strip mall? I have not been to Trader's Mill Grill and Bar. Somebody asked me one time in my vlog, they're like, do you go over to buy Trader's Mill? This is Trader's Mill. My mom used to go over here and see movies when she was alive. I think, which is kind of weird that she came over here. because this is like far away. What is all of this over here? There's like nothing in these stores. Is there? Famous footwear. What's that? It used to be something. It looks like it's not. It looks like it used to be a grocery store. I bet it was a Marsh grocery store. Cycle bar. What's this? Ted's Montana Grill. That's a chain, isn't it? This is like a whole mall in here. Oh my God, there's an AMC movie theater back there. Let's go back and see what the movies are that are playing right now. So yeah, and we would just do all kinds of stuff. We would actually like go over to Tanya's and watch. Tanya's was kind of like the focal point of all of us doing stuff. We would hang out. Oh, Cold Stone Creamery, I love them. Are they still open? Oh, no way. They are. There's people in there right now. Oh my God. Oh my God, I want a milkshake from Cold Stone Creamery so bad. But anyway, we would always like hang out at Tanya's house, or that would be like kind of where we would all get together and stuff like that. It was fun, you know? So I didn't really miss that I was going out a whole lot, you know what I mean? Because I was doing stuff that was social, but it was so much fun. It was just about like being with people, but it was people that I knew and it was people that I trusted. I also don't do well with like, you know, huge groups of people. So like for just to be in a group of 5 and go out to dinner and 5 people that I see on a regular basis. Okay, that movie Little looks so cute. Shazam, I could care less. Us, I want to see that. I heard that was good. Dumbo, Alex really wants to see that. Hellboy, I haven't seen the other ones. Is that like a new one? Pet Sematary. I was watching read a Trisha Paytas tweet. She said she walked out. That was the worst movie she's ever seen, and that she loves Breakthrough. I've heard of that movie. Rocket Man looks good, about Elton John. There's like a lot of moms here, like dropping people off, like dropping their kids off to go see. Okay, what's that? Captain Marvel, don't care. Alex will want to see all those. Dumbo, Breakthrough, After. I don't know anything about that. Penguins, and Missing Link. Lots of like cartoon kind of things. Oh my God, do you know what I was watching earlier? So, when I'm like uploading videos and just like cleaning up the house, and tonight I was like cleaning up a lot in the kitchen and just making stuff nice and uploading the videos, I was like looking to see if there were any movies on, and I put in like, you know, like you can say into the remote, you can say like Christmas or Easter, and then it'll pull up like all the Christmas movies. So I pulled up like, I said Easter, and it pulled up like one movie. It was like Easter Parade, and then the rest of it was all about Easter Island or Easter Islands or whatever it's called. And I heard this Monocle's pizza is horrible. I've had friends of mine go there and say it's like the worst pizza they've ever had. I don't know, is that true? But anyway, I want to go down here and see what else is down here. I've never driven through this strip mall. This is nice. It's a big strip mall, or big mall. It's a mall. It's a mall. It's a mall. Famous footwear. Here's an Old Navy. Justice, just for girls. I don't know anything about that store. I think I might have gone in there with somebody one time. Bed Bath & Beyond, I love. And then there's nothing down here. Dick's Sporting Goods. I love Dick's Sporting Goods. You can find like everything that you want at Dick's Sporting Goods. Was I going to say something and then I stopped saying it? I don't know what I was going to say. It doesn't matter. I'll remember it when I come back around here. I said something about Monaco. Oh, I know what I was going to say. So when I was uploading videos today, I put on the movie. There was like nothing Eastery that I wanted to see. So, or you had to buy it. I'm not going to buy some Easter cartoon. So, I mean, I'm just not. So not when you can get on YouTube and see them all for free, right? And I mean, you could do, I mean, I could like, you know, put it on my phone and then put it on YouTube, or watch YouTube on my TV and stuff like that. But it was like, that was too much work. I just wanted to pull up some movie. So I pulled up Dogs. I think it's called Dogs. It's either called Dogs or Pets. Have you guys seen this movie about all the dogs that live in these apartments with their people in New York City? It's a cartoon. I don't love cartoons, but this movie was so funny and so accurate about dogs. And it was so funny because, you know, we had Pee-Pee and then we got Boo and Tucker, and at the very beginning of the movie, it's this main dog, Max, and it's real cute. I mean, it's just a real cute cartoon. But he, like, you guys are like, yes, Peter, we've seen the movie, we know what it's about. I'm like, okay, well, I don't. I just found out about this movie. I haven't watched it all yet. I've only watched, like, a quarter of it. So we were, so it's about this dog Max, and his mom or whatever, his master, I can't remember what they call him in the movie, but she brings home this other dog, which I can't remember the dog's name is, but the dog's like huge. And the dog like wants to share the bed with him and stuff like that, and he doesn't want to share his bed. It's just real cute. It is. People are standing outside in like winter coats and things, smoking cigarettes. My God, it's cold outside. Trader's Mill Grill and Bar. I've never been there. I don't know why. I guess Salon Lofts. Y'all have Salon Lofts. I feel like we have 10,000 of them here. Subway, Great Clips, Eat Thai, GNC. Oh my God, Yats is one of my favorite restaurants in the entire world. I love it, but I didn't know that there was one over here. It's kind of a small one. It's cute though inside. So Yats is like all Cajun and Creole, and it's locally owned. Vitality Bowls, Superfood Cafe. That looks kind of fun. Classic Cleaners. DeBella's Subs. I heard those were good, but I've never had them. Qdoba. Now this is the part I drove by the other day. Nail Lounge, My Clinic, and Mattress Firm. And then Wendy's, which right now just says DYS. D's. Oh man. Let me tell you, if you're looking for a mattress, there's no credit needed. If you're looking for a mattress, mattresses are expensive, okay? So about a year and a half, 2 years ago, I don't even know how long ago it was, I did a sponsorship with Helix Mattress, and they like I think they reached out to me and asked me if we would do, I don't know how the sponsorship came about, but anyway, so they sent us a free mattress, and we did a video, you can still find it. If you put in Peter Monn Helix Mattress, it comes up, and it's like we did like an unboxing of this mattress, right? And oh my God, I so swear by the foam mattresses. Like, I swear by them. Swear by them. It is the most comfortable mattress I've ever slept on in my entire life. It is so fantastic. And our friends are like, is it memory foam? And I'm like, it's not really like memory foam. I don't know how to explain it, but it feels like you're kind of on top of it. And the Helix one, I don't get any kickback or anything. There's like a code on there. I don't know if the code even works anymore, that you get like, I think 10% off or something like that if you use my code. It's underneath the video somewhere, but I don't even know if it still works. But, because I did it so long ago. But you go in and you like design your own mattress, like how you want it to be. And, so like, you could have like on either side, depending on who sleeps on what side, you could have it be 2 different sizes or 2 different firmnesses. Does it stay cold or cool? Does it get warm? Like however you like it. Like I like a cooler mattress, and Alex likes like a warmer mattress. So we did something, I can't remember how we did that. Or maybe you had to do it all together, but I think you can do like 2 different things, and then it like averages it out for both of you or something like that. But, I don't really remember how we did it, but it was fun to go on the website and do it. We showed the website in the video too, and I swear by that mattress. Like, it is so incredibly comfortable. It is so comfortable. But I think they're probably, honestly, like all kind of the same. Like the Lull, there's like a Lull one. I think it's like Lull, I think. There's like a couple, is it a full moon tonight? There's like a couple different ones, and I'm sure they're all somewhat similar. Every room, every style, every budget, at home. I do love that at-home place. I think I showed it in a vlog, because Tanya and I went there and I wanted to look for patio furniture. That was like a year and a half ago. Not a year and a half ago, but whenever. Do you remember that? If you've watched my vlog that long, you're like, yeah. I don't know how you guys remember some of the things that I've talked about and done on my vlogs. Well, I don't even remember them myself. But I do love that at-home place. But all of those places seem to like have some stuff that is like a really great deal, and then other stuff that's like really expensive. I remember I went there with Tanya, and maybe that was when I vlogged it, and she was buying cushions for her chairs at her kennel, like patio chairs. And they were kind of expensive, I thought, for patio chair cushions. There's an old place in Indianapolis. There's a place in Indianapolis on the south side, and it's called Old Time Pottery. I think it still exists. But it has like candles and like furniture and lamps and decorations, seasonal decorations, tons of, and wrapping paper and pillows and sheets and towels. It has like everything, right? All kinds of outdoor stuff. It is super, super cheap. Like super unbelievably cheap. It's a cool place. And it's fun to walk around. You can find so much stuff. I mean, a lot of this stuff is junk, straight up junk, but a lot of this stuff is really, really cool. So tomorrow's Easter. Easter's here. Did my last Easter review on my review channel today. I'm kind of Easter candied out, honestly. I think it's fine that Easter's tomorrow. I mean, what am I? I guess I don't really have any other options, do I? Since it's Easter, like what? I mean, I guess it's fine that it's Easter. It's Easter. So what am I supposed to? That was the stupidest thing I've ever said. I mean, probably not the stupidest thing I've ever said. I've said lots of stupid things in my life, but. Did you ever see that movie Defending Your Life? Meryl Streep's in it. I can't remember what the guy's name is, but he's really funny. Albert Brooks, I think. And they die and they go to heaven and they go to this place called Judgment City, and it has like buffets and past life. You can go into like the past life regression booth and stuff. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? It's a fantastic movie. And I love that movie so much. And I went through a real period where I was like obsessed with the afterlife and what happens when we die and things like that. And I don't know, I saw that movie at that time. I think it came out at that time, and I just loved it. And so they like but it's funny kind of, because like Judgment City, like where you go, like you're judged before you get to go on to heaven or go back to earth or whatever, is very much like, I don't remember what happens at the end of the movie either, because they kind of like fall in love. That's what it's about. I don't remember. I'd have to watch that movie. I don't remember what happens at the end. But anyway, don't tell me in the comment section. I want to watch it again. But it very much looks like Las Vegas, and you can eat all the food that you want to eat and you don't gain any weight. And there's like this funny interchange where he's like talking to his guy, like, so he has like like an attorney. It's like an attorney that like defends his life. And so, and it's funny because like Meryl Streep's like this, she's been like this amazing person on earth, right? So like they pick out like 5 moments of your life to go over and discuss or something like that, and his are like these really embarrassing moments, and hers are like where she like, you know, saved a child from drowning or something like that. I can't remember what, but and when they're talking about it. So anyway, when he's talking to his like attorney, he's like, the guy's like, and you can eat whatever you want, and you don't gain a pound. And he goes, not a pound? He goes, not a pound. I can eat all I want, I don't gain a pound? Not a pound. Or something like that. I can't remember how it goes, but it was so funny. But wouldn't it be interesting if like that was true and we went to like somewhere like Judgment City when we died and we were judged for our actions? Please don't fall. And like you just had to sit there and watch like a, you know, a reel of just your most stupidest statements you've ever said in your entire life. Mine would be lengthy. Or what if it was like a reel of like all of the things you say you're gonna do? Like mine would be like, I'm starting a diet tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm starting a diet. Well, next week I'm starting a diet. Next week I'm gonna be doing training twice a week. Next week I'm starting Optavia. I've been running. I ran yesterday. I'm gonna start dieting. I started dieting yesterday. I started dieting 3 weeks ago. I mean, can you imagine? There'd be like a whole reel of just about me dieting. The ability to laugh at oneself, I think, is probably the greatest gift that we were given, you know? I think when you learn to not take yourself way too seriously, well, I think what it does is it allows you to laugh at things that are funny, that we do, you know? And maybe not sometimes at the moment, but in retrospect, you can look back and go, yeah, that's funny, right? But then I think what it also allows you to do is, the camera fell. Okay, so I was saying, I think when you learn to laugh at yourself, you know, like, one of the things that it allows you to do and why it is such a strength, I think, you know, and it's taken me some time in life. I feel like there was a point when I was able to laugh at myself out of, like, defensiveness, like, you know, I'll laugh first so other people aren't laughing first, if that makes sense. Like, if you watch my Peterisms video yesterday, I talked about the difference between, I read like this thing that I had written, and I said that I had been laughed at. How did I say it? That there were times in my life that I had been laughed at, and that I had laughed with somebody about a joke, and that there was a difference, and they felt two different ways. It hurts to be laughed at, you know, for whatever we're being made fun of, whatever, because it's humorous criticism that other people are finding joy in our pain. That's what hurts, right? And there were many, many years that I would laugh at myself first, because if I laughed at myself first, then somebody else wouldn't laugh before me, and then I wasn't a joke, because see, I was in on the joke. I wasn't being laughed at because I was part of the laughing, if that makes sense. And I learned that because so many people laughed at me when I was growing up, and it hurt, you know? And I didn't want to be that anymore. I didn't want to be the object of the joke. So, but I think over time what you realize is when you do learn the ability to laugh at yourself about some things, because we are human beings, we are foolish, we make mistakes, but that's just reality, right? So when we learn that we can laugh at ourselves about certain things that are, yes, funny, because we're funny creatures, I think what it does is that it puts it in perspective the things that are not funny to laugh about, okay? The things that are too serious, the things that we don't take, you know, that we don't laugh at, if that makes sense. Like, it's easy for me to laugh at all of the times that I have said that I was going to start a diet, or claimed that I was going to start a diet, or, you know, whatever. That is funny. To joke about my health and the seriousness of it, that's not funny. And there's a difference, you know what I mean? And so I think that what it does is it allows you to kind of put it all in perspective, and then realize, you know what? Yes, I'm a human being and I make mistakes, and there are funny things that I do, and there are things about me that people are going to laugh at, and that I'm even going to laugh at looking at because we're funny, you know? But then there are things that are not funny, you know what I mean? So, I think recovery has taught me that a lot too, because I think in recovery, you know, like, people do tell, like, war stories, which is, you know, stories about things that happened to us when we were using. And there are funny stories, and then there are stories that are not funny, you know? And I think that over time, maybe not right away, over time, you know, we learn. I think a lot of us tell those stories to qualify. And it's a way for us to qualify that we've kind of earned our seat, you know, as an alcoholic or an addict. But I think that over time what we realize is that there are stories that are funny, and there are stories that are not funny. There are stories that are appropriate to tell, and maybe there's a learning experience from it. And there are stories that we tell that people are dying from those things. So for us to laugh at our own stories, if that is not funny, and I think it's missing out on the gratitude of the gift that we've been given by being sober, you know? But anyway, I don't know. Today I'm able to laugh at things with myself and realize that I'm a silly creature sometimes, you know? And I think that's great. But I don't want to always be laughing at myself. There are things that I take very seriously about myself. There are things I've worked very hard on that mean a lot to me that I don't think are funny, you know, that I don't, it is what it is, and whatever, you know. I think it's too, like, especially like in my personal life, I think it's a form of demanding respect from people. I think everybody deserves respect. You know, that if somebody says a joke that's not funny, Tanya was telling me a story about, she was talking to this dude the other night, and I can't even remember where she was, and he said something. I think they were like in line at a grocery store or something, and he said something about, oh, you're blonde, I got a blonde joke for you, and she just kind of looked at him like, what? And he told this blonde joke to her, and she's looked at him, and he started laughing, and she goes, I don't find that one bit funny. In fact, I think that's offensive. And it was like something that took it not just about a blonde joke, but about like women's genitalia. And Tanya's like, I don't think that's one bit funny. I think it's offensive, or I actually think it's offensive. And then she said to me she felt bad about it. And I go, why did you feel bad about it? And she goes, I mean, he was just trying to tell a joke. And I go, okay, well, did you feel offended by it? She goes, yeah, it was offensive to me. You know? And I said, then I don't think there's anything wrong with standing up for yourself in a situation like that. And I don't, you know? I think that it's important to do that. Bow, chicka, bow, bow. I have like, okay, so I had to change the battery. I have no idea how much I have vlogged at that time. And then the camera fell. And so I've stopped it twice. I have no idea how long I've been vlogging, you guys. I wonder what my husband's doing. I'll pull in here and I'll text him and I'll be like, what are you guys doing? And he'll send me a picture of all of them like sitting around. It's funny because like when I go out to dinner with like he and Alex, or not he and Alex, when I go out to dinner with like he and Sarah, or brunch with them, or if she's like with us or whatever, or like one of his other friends from high school. Like when I first met him, they were very much storytellers of like old times. But they don't really do that anymore. They talk a lot about like their relationships or family and stuff like that. And it's kind of funny over time, you know, to be on the outside looking in. I'm sure that my relationships with people have changed like that too. But it's kind of funny to see that having changed over time, you know? I need to do the video with Sarah. We keep on talking about how we're going to do it. We're going to do a video, Sarah and I with Alex, and who knows my husband better. That'll be an interesting video, don't you think? It's kind of I was going to say cloudy, kind of foggy out tonight. I'm going to turn in here. This bank parking lot. There's like a line over here to go to the ATM machine. Oh. Mel sent me this article called Here's How People Pay Tribute to the Victims of Columbine 20 Years After the School Shooting from BuzzFeed News. I'll look at that later. Thank you, Mel, for sending that to me. I was going to text Alex. He'll call or FaceTime, and I'll be like, babe, I'm vlogging right now, I can't. He'll immediately, like FaceTime me. Or he'll send a picture of them. Huh. He sent me a picture. Well, Sarah's laying on the couch, and I don't know if Alex's friend Amy wants him to show that, so I'll just show his picture up there. Can you see Alex's glasses? I just like put it really big. And since Sarah's gonna be in a vlog anyway, there she is laying on the couch. I'm gonna be like, that looks Okay, what am I gonna put? Wait, Sarah. I'm so excited. Oh, let's check the weather. That's what I was gonna do. Let's check the weather. Oh, I thought it said rain, but that was from yesterday. Okay. Oh, I thought it was gonna be warmer. Sunday 68, Monday 73, Tuesday 72, but rain. Wednesday 65 and rain. Thursday 69 and rain. Friday 68. Saturday 68. Sunday 71, 70, 71, 70, 66, 68. So upper 60s, early 70. Upper 60s, lower 70s. He sent me a video, but it won't play because I'm in the car. So like I would have to like hook it up to the thing. I'm not gonna do that. He said boo. Okay. Well, maybe it will, because I played the music, didn't it?
Yeah. What were you singing?
Man Crush Monday. They're so silly. I think it's nice that they've been friends since high school and they're still all friends. You know, like, my friends from high school and I have like one friend that lives literally like 3 minutes from me. And I never talk to her. I mean, and we're fine. Like, there's no problems with us. Like, I just, like, when I see her, like, we went to lunch. I don't know how long ago that was. And, but we just don't ever make plans. She'll invite me to go do stuff every once in a while. And then it's always, like, at the last minute. And then, my other friend that lives here in town, she, like, I ran into her at the Meijer a while ago. I think I even talked about that on here. I think, yeah, because her niece, like I saw them in Cheesecake Factory, and her niece got real excited because she's like, oh my god, she was like, he's the one that knows Trisha Paytas or something like that. And then she asked me some questions about that. I can't remember, but she's the one that I like stood in Meijer and we talked for like an hour, and then she bought me like a fountain pop, and it was so fun. Anyway, but she's my friend that I was friends with like kindergarten, elementary, junior high, high school, undergrad, graduate school. We even went to the same social work program together. And he just said ha. But anyway, and we like kind of stayed in touch a little bit after that and stuff like that. But I just, after that, people have this impression, I think. I was talking to my friend Valerie about this tonight on the phone. Like, people have this impression that I'm like super, super social, or like I have like tons of friends that I hang out with. It's just not true. Like, I'm such a homebody by choice. Like, I really, really am, you know? And the thing is it's not even like I don't want to see people or something like that. It's that, like, you know, if I'm running home and I'm hungry, like, I know I can run into Ruth's Cafe and literally be in and out in a half an hour to eat lunch. You know what I mean? Or, like, if Tanya texts me at 11 o'clock, I kind of can't believe she hasn't texted me and asked me if I want to get a fountain pop, because I thought she would be kind of around later. But, you know, if Tanya texts me late, it's like that's real convenient with my schedule. So it kind of works for both of us, if that makes sense. But, I'm just not like a super, super social person, you know? And, I don't know, like, you know, it's just like, I'm not the person that like always wants to be going and doing that stuff. I like to just kind of hang out at the house and have a movie on in the background, or be reading, or cleaning up. I like to clean up, you know? I mean, people laugh about that, but I do. Like, I like our space to be like, you know, clean and nice, and, which, I mean, it's not spotless by any means, but I like it to be like cleaned up, you know what I mean, or organized to some degree. So anyway, I don't know, I just enjoy that. You know, I enjoy just kind of like being around. Plus, I think, this is one of the things I was going to say about, I'm wondering if this is going to go straight through or if I should turn because of the accident. It's been like 40 minutes. Surely they can't still be not letting people through, and don't call me Shirley. But that was one of the things I was going to say. Like, you know, back in the day, I can remember like, you know, getting up late and then maybe like working out or something, and, you know, we would tan back in the day. Do you remember that? And then we would go shopping and have lunch somewhere, like a bunch of us. And then we would go shopping and buy like the perfect outfit to wear out that night. And then we would come home and take naps. And then we would like go and like pre-drink somewhere, you know, and then, or, you know, whatever we were doing. And then I cannot see if it goes through or not. But if I'm going to turn, I'm going to have to like turn here. I think people are going through. It seems to me like people are going through. But, you know, and I can remember like, well, my one really, really good friend that I said lives in Florida now, and he's a doctor. Like, we've been best friends, or not best friends, but like he's my best guy friend. He's been my best guy friend for, you know, over 20 years. I mean, well, we went on a date. He asked me out on a date, and that's how we met. And then we just decided to be friends. And that was when I think he was like 22 and I was 20. So that was 27 years ago. We've been friends. And, because he worked for a pharmaceutical company for a long time, and then he came back and he went to med school here. And, I can remember when he moved back, because he lived in California. When he moved back, that would have been after my first ex and I broke up. So I did go out, you know, with him quite a bit. We would go out, and I can remember it would be like 1 o'clock, and, you know, I didn't drink, and he wasn't really a heavy drinker, and we would be like, had gotten all excited to go out that day, you know, and whatever, especially because, you know, like he was working so hard in medical school. So when we would go out, you know, he'd be like so excited to go out and stuff like that. And then we would get out and it'd be like 1 o'clock in the morning, and I'd be so bored. I'd be like, I don't want to do this. Like, this is not where I want to be. You know what I mean? Like, and so today, like, even though today doesn't seem like a Saturday, it's like the weekend just feels like it goes, like, not that it's like, you know, as long as it was back then, because I think when you're younger, time doesn't go as fast, but the weekends last longer to me when I'm not like rushing to go do this and going to do that and whatever. And I kind of like that lazy, slow life. I really enjoy it, you know? It just put across my screen, playback stopped. I don't know why it just did that. Maybe I'm charging my phone, maybe it's full. Oh, it's full. Maybe that's why. So, you know, I don't know. What do you guys enjoy doing on the weekends? What's like your thing? Like, do you like to go out? Do you like to, you know, if I'm in another city, like, I like to get like dressed and go out. Like, I think that's fun, you know? Like if I'm in Vegas or whatever. Or Miami, you know, like, I think it's fun to get, like, take a nap. I love to, like, lay out at the pool or the beach, and then, like, when you got a little color and you come up, you know, from tanning to that for the day, and you come upstairs and you take a nap, or take a shower and then you take a nap, and then you lay down and, you know, I don't know, do married folk stuff for a little while and then take a nap. I don't really know how else to say that, but I mean, we're all adults, right? And then you take a nap, and, you know, you wake up and you have a Diet Coke and you get ready, take another shower probably, because my hair's always all funny looking. My husband doesn't have to do that because, you know, but then you, you know, get ready for the evening, and then you go out and you like go to a club or see a show or go to a nice dinner. I enjoy that. I think that's fun, you know, go to a nice dinner and then go out to a club somewhere. Like, I like that, but like, I don't enjoy doing it like every night. And I think for me, the reason I enjoy it so much when I'm on vacation, or maybe a couple times over the summer here, is because I don't do it all the time anymore. Like, I got so bored of it, doing it, you know? that it was just, like, I mean, hell, I had a fake ID so early that by the time I turned 21, I was over going out by the time I was 21, you know? So, I don't know. What do you guys enjoy doing on the weekends? The moon is so pretty. I'm going to pull through here so I can show you guys. I'm going to stop and show you. I can't really tell if it's a full moon. Oh, of course, now that I'm going to pull in here and show you, it's like going behind the clouds. But just partially. And what's funny is, like, the whole sky, there's like hardly any clouds except for this one area where the moon is. Like, there's really no other clouds anywhere else. So I want to show you this because it's so funny. It's not funny, but it's pretty, I think. Can you guys see it up there? Here, I'm going to focus it on. Isn't that so pretty? Look at that. So pretty. I love that song, The Moon's a Harsh Mistress by Judy Collins. It was one of my mom's favorite songs. I love in the movie A Color Purple when Rich Vlogs called me again. I love in A Color Purple at the end of the movie when they're walking through the field of The Color Purple, and Suge says, because this is like the definitive moment of why it's called The Color Purple, but for a much, you know, bigger reason. If you haven't seen the movie, I've seen the movie. But she says, I think that God gets pissed when we walk by the color purple and we don't notice it. And it's really about noticing the beauty in the world and noticing even the beauty in the strangest or most obscure places where you wouldn't normally find beauty, you know? And I think it's so true. And I like to notice the small things in the world, you know? I like to notice the small things like the moon in the distance. So I'm gonna get off here. I've been vlogging for I think it's like a little bit less than an hour now. So I'm gonna get off here and I'm gonna go upload my vlog, and then I'm gonna change and get ready and go meet Valerini. And I hope you guys are having a fantastic Happy Easter bunny. I hope you guys are having a fantastic Easter, unless you have other plans, or a fantastic Sunday if you don't celebrate Easter. And if nobody else has told you this today, I love you. And of course, I'll see you guys tomorrow. And I love you. See you later. Bye.